folks, how are we doing? Welcome to Grassland and Muck 2018. Let's have a look round and see what it's about.
The advantage of the 3-point linkages, it does give you a little bit of a swing on the back and allows it to align accurately with the direction of travel rather than the body of the machine. So you can still work that plan with. As it comes towards you, you'll see the clear section on each of the green drop noses. That's the pneumatic control, little bladder inside there which will basically seal the pipes to stop the flow of the move. Thank you very much for your time and interest. I trust that it's something that
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Massey Ferguson have not got anyone to talk about their machine. I'm going to say very little, other than the fact that they are very welcome here. It is one of their new S model tractors. You can see the number on the side better than I can. There we go, it is a 7722, and I think, to be honest with you, I'm going to let the tractor and the driver and the buck rate do the talking.
So here today we're going to present the two flagship models of our JCB Agriculture wheeled loading shovel range, the 419S and the 435S Farm Master wheeled loading shovels. So both these machines here carry with them over 30 years of evolution. They are specialist, purpose-built, purpose-designed and developed for the specific requirements of silage clamp work. Both these machines are designed, tested and built and sold exclusively by JCB. And are proven machines around the world as the benchmark for silage clamp performance. So at JCB we also make a range of regular industrial wheeled loading shovels, and here today we'd just like to explain the key differences between those sorts of machines and these dedicated S-line agricultural wheeled loading shovels.
Mentioned the
So next in our lineup is the flagship model, the 435S, the true king of the clamp. So this machine is equipped with a 230 six-cylinder Cummins engine, weighing around just over 14 tonne, gets us back to that optimum power to weight ratio of just over 16 horsepower per tonne. So as you can see there, it allows for immense pushing capability off the concrete into the pile and also up the face of the clamp in pure climbing ability. The full turn tipping load of this machine is 8.5 tonne, and it also boasts a breakout force of 11.5 tonne. It's equipped with 2 variable displacement hydraulic pumps, delivering a total flow of 264 litres per minute, which is key in delivering both power and flow to that large front loader end to maintain the cycle times and performance in terms of hydraulic capability.
28.2, so 2 axle machine, 21 cubic metre tank, 700 horsepower, 8-cylinder engine, and Rodo's own vario transmission. As you'll see as he turns across, central tyre inflation, which is an option on all of their machines, and that fill hose at the front. A 24 metre Bomac trailing shoe on a 3-point linkage at the back there, just folding upwards for transport. Section control at 1.5 metre intervals, and the machine is fitted with a 12 cubic metre a minute pump. That one with the boost will fill.
Also within that screen we can make some adjustments to the machine, of which 3 key ones for this particular application will be auxiliary flow rate, so we can dial that down to allow for a smooth operation of that folding fork we see on the front. It features an automatic smooth ride system. This can be adjusted to kick in at a range.
We also have CV-tronic transmission. Very simply, that means that there's 2 motors working together, transferring all the energy, all the power into the wheels, into torque, and turning it into torque when you're at low rev. So ideal for this sort of environment, ideal for working in hard in a yard. But if you want to go up to your other farm, because most farmers have at least one farm, don't they? If you want to go up to your other farm on the road, you can head straight out of the gate. You don't have to stop, you don't have to change gear, straight up to 40k. And what happens is those 2 motors, which were working together side by side in conjunction with one another, they actually disengage, so the power is then turned into speed.
These are hard aerator spike type tines, and you'll see the impact as it comes down just onto the slope in front of you. Very tight, low level application, not too much forward. Just run off by increasing infiltration capacity. Weighs about 1.6 tonnes, and that applicator needs around 100 horsepower to operate it on an umbilical system. Options include folding or swimming umbilical arms and a purge system.
Very warm welcome to the Claas Torion demonstration, the last one of today. The Claas Torion, for many of you, is going to be probably the first time you've seen this machine working on a silage pit in the UK. We launched the Torion range at Agritechnica last year in November, of which we've built machines in partnership with Liebherr, obviously a premium line manufacturer of loading shovels, been building loading shovels for 64 years, and I built 50,000 units. So it was a perfect partnership to go with a company that's got the heritage in loading shovels, and tie that together with Claas. It seems to be a very good relationship. Our product range is made up of 7 different models, from 63 horsepower up to 228 horsepower. For some, people have actually mentioned today that this is in fact the final piece of the jigsaw with the Torion range and the Claas green harvest side of things. We now obviously can mow, tear, break, chop, bale, and obviously bury the grass in with Claas tractors, and we've got the loading shovel now to finish off the portfolio. So we've got a full family of Claas equipment to do your grassland maize harvest. So let's look at the 1812 Torion here in a little bit more detail. Our smallest machine, the 1511, is parked behind the clamp. We've been demoing that as well. But the one here in front of us, we start at the front of the machine with the headstock. It's a hydraulic headstock as standard with 50mm locking pins. It's a Euro headstock, so if you're a current wheel loading shovel user, your attachments will fit this machine, so you haven't got to worry about swapping all those out. The loader arms at the front of the machine, you'll notice, it's quite a new design as well. Unique to ourselves, this is what we call the AG kinematics linkage. So it's a combination of a parallel linkage and a Z-bar. So you get a true parallel linkage in terms of lift arc, and then you get a Z-bar for your crowd and dump, giving you fantastic tear out force. This machine has got a 12-ton full turn tipping load, a lift capacity of a straight line of just over 6 tons, but a massive tear out force of 13.5 tons. Lift arms you can have in 2.57 metre length, or you can have a high lift option of 3 metre arm, should you require obviously the extra reach there to load over hoppers, spreaders, arctic trucks and the like. The standard ag spec, you get the 2.57 agricultural lift arm is fitted to this machine here. Boom suspension is standard fit on the machine as well, and has full adjustment whether it's on, off or automatic depending on speed. Tyres, so standard you get 750, 65, 26-inch tyres on the machine from Michelin. You can go smaller should you wish, you can go high profile, but we deem a 750 tyre has been the best for this machine, purely because obviously stability, fantastic tractive effort, and again, the combination of good tyre and the 18-ton weight that this machine is, really good plant consolidation with the silage or maize. Axles, so you get limited slip differentials as standard, fully automatic, both the front and rear axle across the whole Torion range. ZF axles on this one, and Danish Spicer axles in the smaller ones. The engine is Leerbur's very own engine. It's a 4-cylinder, 195 horsepower engine with a 1,215 newton meters of torque. That's 35% more torque than the nearest competitor equivalent with a similar horsepower. Equally, just as impressive as that is the fact that our torque comes in between 1150 and 1300 RPM. Unlike some competitor machines with a torque converter transmission with a lock-up torque converter where you have to rev to 2000 RPM to engage torque lock, we don't necessarily have to do that. In fact, we don't need to do that at all. Why burn fuel for the sake of it if you don't need to? Fuel consumption, so obviously we only launched this last year at Agritechnica, but there's been a lot of testing done over the last couple of years, both here and across Europe. And this machine, only being obviously 195 horsepower and weighing in at 18 tons, has been returning fuel consumption on the silage plant of around about 13.5 litres an hour, which is superb for the size of the shovel and the output that you can get in a working day. Unique to the Torion range, our cooling pack is mounted behind the cab, as you can see there. So it's only ourselves and New Holland that have this offering. But having the cooling pack behind the cab, which is a hydraulic reverse fan as standard, you do actually get fantastic cooling performance because you haven't got all that dust, dirt and chaff being drawn into the back of the machine into your cooling pack. It's away from all that up there behind the cab.
Options on this include the price bus control system for guidance and field mapping, allowing you to other machine from our spec just about starting to head down the field now, just opening out there as you can see next to the self-propelled tanker up there.
Torion range, which is full spec. You get a heated and electrically adjusted seat, 3-way position steering column, seat mounted joystick control with a single multifunction control lever. Touch screen is standard colour touch screen that is with a reverse camera, and you even get the fridge in there as well. Nice quiet working environment. Those of you that are up there at the top end of the spectator area, you've got to admit it works very, very quietly.